laying it up. You keep it laying it up. Yeah.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Shane Davis.
And my name is Matthew Phillips.
And this is Brandon Fountain. I think we screwed that up.
Something like that. My name is Brandon Fountain. And this is Matthew.
How's it going?
You might know him.
I believe.
I hope
this
not.
is the. So this will be the second time Mr. Phillips has
Been on a milk carton. Wait, what?
graced the controlled burn. I believe the episode he was on, wasn't that our highest rated episode? The most views, if I do recall.
Probably.
Right? Or at least there was a clip that trended. I remember something where we got some traction. So we are desperate for attention. So we brought Mr. Matthew Phillips.
I don't
back
think
at
anybody told me that before they asked me to come on tonight, or I probably wouldn't be here.
No, it was a good. It was a great episode. It was super insightful. There was a lot of shenanigans going on at the time, and so somebody who's not dumb like me and Brandon to kind of give a little insight behind the scenes. It was actually a pretty cool episode.
Yeah.
It was good.
I wouldn't say the shenanigans are done, though.
No,
If anything, they ramped up and got a little more exciting.
Come on.
It's. I mean, there's never like a dull week
No.
in our world. Just when you think like stuff's kind of leveled out, something will hit you at 4:59 on a Friday and toss everybody
We're
into
talking
a.
to you, Oma.
Yeah, bro. That's like 3 incidents in a row dropping at.
Hey, if anybody was wondering, they do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
that's
sure.
definitely.
Yeah, I would if I had control over.
That gives the entire industry the weekend to chill, smoke a little something,
right.
take a breath, and then call and yell at them.
Oh, dude, I bet they're. Which I mean, I'm sure they're not dumb enough to have voicemails, but if they were, I bet that thing would have been stacked Monday morning.
Oh, yeah.
This one was weird. This was because usually, like, we do business with, like, kind of the entire spectrum of our community. So usually we have a little bit of insight as to what actually was going on. This one, I knew nothing. I didn't hear anything. I didn't know anybody involved. All it said was something like improper testing?
I've learned a little bit.
Yeah, please,
Yeah.
tell me. I don't know anything.
Everything's hearsay, so it's hard to know what's really true out there. But given that it was one company, one manufacturer processor in this case, everything points to it being some sort of batching issue. Either they weren't following batch requirements, or they weren't testing in final product form.
I think it's likely probably not batching that would have caused that. I think it was. So, I have a source.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not.
Who'd it be?
I can't tell you that. It's the Magic Man. But no, it is. I heard that it was potentially something where, like alien houses, what they sent to the lab.
Real quick, so we all are very, very familiar with that whole situation. For anybody who, has heard of Alien House, heard of the recall, who has no idea exactly how that, what happened, how it shook out, can you
explain it?
Yeah,
Like I was
in a
fixing to do?
nutshell,
I
yeah.
tell you what.
I mean, but really, hit us with what happened, how'd they get there, and what was the resolution?
All right. Alien House had a recall, and it was, I don't think it was listed. Well, fuck, they didn't even say a name of a company. They never do, right? No, they did.
Rockin' R?
No, this time. I'm talking about then. It wasn't
Yeah,
under
they
Alien
definitely-
House. It was under...
Soul or something?
No, it was
Yeah, it was 2, because it was
Yeah.
Hella Good and
And
Soul.
Soul.
Yeah.
When that whole Ox
Soul
Yeah.
yeah.
situation.
Hella Good, Soul
Anyway.
Products. Yeah, anyways. Yeah. So, yes, they... Effectively, what happened was they... Obviously, at the time, there was something that drew Oma's attention to it. That was when people were buying their products, sending it in for testing. Them and another company had some failures when this group of people did this. That is what I believe got Oma sniffing around. But what they actually did the recall for was they were sending in carts for testing, but what they provided to the lab was not the carts. It was in a puck.
Right.
Or
Which
in a
is pretty.
syringe.
That was very common for a
well,
long
yeah,
time
hell
until
yeah,
they
super
switched to the
common.
final form.
That is that is what brought attention to. Oh shit, OMA don't want that. They didn't want it then because as far as what you sent to testing was not what the product actually was. So it was a no-no.
And the picture is kind of what was the red flag alert to that.
Yeah.
And that was one thing I remember.
But they were also using, so they had a bulk concentrate, and then that bulk concentrate was the same exact thing that was in their carts. So, I know I watched them produce it. They literally melted it and poured it into a cart.
Well, yeah, when that's what everyone was doing. And the biggest mountain we had to climb after that fact is we had to take a hard stance. Final form product means final form product. Yeah. So, especially at the time, half-gram carts were very, very common. If, we have to have the 5 gram for the primary, 5 for the reserve. So, if you were doing half-gram carts, you were sending 10. 20 total, right.
I haven't seen a half-gram cart in a long time.
Because it got too expensive.
There's not a lot of people that done, but no, Chill does a half-gram rosin cart.
You're right.
Well, and the hardware for a half-gram cart as opposed to a gram or even a 2 gram, there's really not a huge price difference.
No.
And then when you're talking disposables, they might be paying anywhere from $4 to $7 per. And then if you're wasting 20 per strain, that adds up real quick.
Yeah, you got to think of it like so. Let's use Chill for instance. That hardware,
they're dope.
That's not the best of the best, but it's a pretty damn good one. I guarantee you, that's $3. That's $3 a cart.
Yeah,
$2 to $3 for sure. Mm-hmm. And I know they can get more expensive than that, especially with all the shit that's going on with tariffs and the whole PACT Act thing that has still lingered for we've still smelled the effects of that today, and that was 4 years ago, I think.
People were pretty pissed off at us over that, and it's like, let me make it very clear. We understand that sucks.
It sucks for us.
Yeah, dude, it's not fun for us to have to take it out of the cart.
No,
it's not fun for us to have. That is not a us rule, but it is the rule. And you did see. When you get hit with that big recall, because I think ultimately Alien House came out positive in that, at least legally. I don't know exactly, but I feel like they came out, legally okay, but their name was forever tarnished in that situation. Because they don't come out and say, actually they, turned out to be okay. They just come out and say, hey, there was a recall, and then everybody on the Facebook groups, they go off, and it just gets, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
So you're thinking,
you want to know what's wild though?
Huh?
We rejected an order today from somebody who showed up, brand new customer, first time they've dropped off. Came from another lab. Guess what they walked in that door with?
Dude.
One cart and a syringe.
Because the game there is they'll take a picture of the one cart and then they 100%. Run the syringe or they run the drams.
Dude, OMA has made it explicitly clear we cannot accept that though. Explicitly,
no,
I have it in writing.
Yeah, they haven't just told us. They've told
100%. The whole world. Yeah. Yeah.
No, so
a laboratory was accepting these samples all the way up until last month.
Straight up, if you're a company that can find a lab that will do, first of all, if you're that lab, you're a piece of shit. Also,
they're not in business anymore.
Oh, well, they are. I'm saying
if there's any that are, you're a piece of shit, and I hope you know that. And you can gripe about me saying that.
And
too.
you'll join the one that's not in business.
Clip it.
Soon.
No, yeah. And
Adios.
That's why we don't bring. No, I'm just like. So no, but
good riddance.
if you're the customer that is seeking out a lab to save the few dollars.
Oh my word!
You're
we
a
saved
dumbass
$15, guys.
You're a dumbass, straight up. It's not worth the gamble. We've seen it happen. It has literally caused a recall. You're a dumbass. Well, that's all I gotta say.
How many carts is in a batch?
Well, it's
roughly just
1,000 grams, 1,000 grams, million milligrams, 1,000 grams.
Call it 500
You're
carts.
Supposed to take in the account for the THC.
Call it 100 carts.
Yeah.
Is it really worth saving $15 over what?
It
100 carts
does add up.
Value?
I agree, but there's no shot. Even if you had 50 freaking strains, and it saved you 8 carts.
Sure.
You're looking at
Which
I'm gonna
we've seen the number of people running that many strains go way down to. People have just they've
way
gotten
down.
more clever with the way they're doing business.
So let's say on average at $2.50 a cart, right?
Yeah.
You send 1 primary, 1 reserve, and then the rest in the you're saving 8 carts,
Yeah.
right? Times 8, you're saving $20 fucking dollars per strain.
Yep.
That's crazy. Stop.
And it happens every day.
And don't forget, they can get the reserve back, so they're only
100%.
really saving half that.
Hey, don't tell people that.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You can have your reserves back.
You're
an
kind of a
asshole if you do.
jerk.
No, I'm just saying, you're an asshole if you do the extra work. No,
we
You know
gotta hang on
you know
to
who
it.
I'm thinking about right now.
Yeah. All day.
I can see you right now.
I'll
you
be
just
seeing you
You just
tomorrow.
asked for about 1,000 of them get returned to you, and I'm thinking about you right now.
And I'm still waiting on them sub sandwiches, my guy.
Yeah.
and hold on, I know for a fact he's gonna be watching this episode.
Oh, for
So,
sure.
So shout
If
out.
you know who
Big
we are,
dog.
if you know who you know who you
Well,
are.
now we just threw him under the bus.
Well,
So
no,
we would
so
say it to his face.
I will say,
That's true. We have.
I was about to say.
yeah, all day. No, so in this situation, it was Rockin' R. There's a lot of rockin' companies out there. And
There was a lot. I don't know if there's still
There
any.
was a lot of shady ones that were named
Yeah.
Rockin'. It's kind of
ask
funny.
me
that
how I
works.
know.
Yeah.
Hey, there's some good ones too.
Who?
Which one?
Casey Rosterbeer.
Oh, Casey.
He's got
Casey's
Rockin' in
cool.
his
Yeah,
name.
yeah. Casey's
Oh,
Rockin'
you're
Y
right.
Dispensary. He's
You're
a
right, he
good
does.
dude.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
He's
You're
a
right.
good
Shout out
dude.
Casey. Yeah. He's
All
cool.
the other ones. Are
I
shady.
just
No, I'm
butchered
kidding.
his last name, but he's still a good dude.
Casey Young.
I'm not even going to try to repeat that again.
Rasta Beard.
Or it's not his last name.
Yeah,
it's
Young
name.
is his last name. Yeah.
Sorry.
Dude, I want a nickname. Can I have a nickname?
I'm not that cool.
I thought it was Magic Man.
Well, I mean, it is in Xbox.
Okay,
But
no,
you
it's
know.
that's. Oh, by the way, I got to tell you something.
What?
You're racist.
Whoa!
Yeah, you're a racist piece of shit. I meant to tell you that.
Hold
so
on.
just FYI. No, hold on. Shane, see,
Clip it.
clap it. Racist.
I have mixed children.
Nope, doesn't matter. That's like
mean-
saying you have a black friend. That doesn't work.
I do have.
That is
I
not
have
an
that
excuse
also.
to be
Nope,
racist.
Doesn't work. That doesn't
Well,
work.
shit.
That just makes you worse. So, just as I found out in the last year or so that marijuana is a racist term,
Uh-huh.
so I got brought to my attention. I won't say who brought it to my attention, but I was told that your Xbox name, which, by the way, folks, is Magic Mandingo 12,
Add me.
that's racist.
Well, yeah, because.
Oh, you knew it?
Well, hold on. So Mandingo fighting is kind of where I get this.
I don't
from.
even know what the fuck a Mandingo is, but apparently it's racist.
Did you ever watch Django?
You
Unchained
use this
with Jamie
racist
Foxx
name.
in Leonardo DiCaprio. It's a great movie.
Yeah, I love Django, but I'd never heard of Mandingo.
Well, the people who fight to the death and that the imprisoned slaves that were just done so fucking wrong.
So
there,
the term Mandingo is a fighting slave?
Mandingo fighters is what they would call them.
Did you know
So
that?
I'm the
You're a piece
magic.
of shit.
Well, I'm not because I'm on the side of Magic Mandingo.
So
know what I'm
you
saying?
used a
I don't think that makes you
racist
racist.
name in our company fantasy football league.
Yes.
Let's all
And hold on.
come together and cancel Shane.
I am in first place in that league also. So
Temporarily.
and you know, I'm
one client of ours that's in this group is about to surpass you.
Well, he's got to win 2 in a row, and I've got to lose 2 in a row for that to
Yeah.
happen. But he does have 150 more points than me, which is outrageous.
It's all right because I'm beating Brandon. That's all that really matters.
Are y'all playing this week?
Nope.
Uh,
I'm just in 4th place overall, and he's in 5th.
Is that actual?
Yeah,
100%, buddy.
No, Megan, the badass lab manager at OKCTL, who get well soon. Is she doing all right?
She's home.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's
home.
doing better.
I know. I don't know anything when it comes to a lot, and I told my wife that she had some like sepsis going on, and Cameron like like I was, which I didn't know what that meant.
You know,
And-
it's real bad.
It's pretty bad.
yeah, that's what she
But
said.
she's good.
Good.
She's good.
Only the good die.
And we
young.
should
That's
probably
what I told
stop
her.
talking about her because I'm going to definitely get in
That's
trouble
honestly
for
why
this.
I'm just keeping it going because I like getting Matthew in trouble. She's mad at him because he told the people at the lab.
I'm in trouble
And
for...
she's
yeah.
she's a private person. She doesn't like to. She doesn't like attention. She doesn't like any of that. So yeah, this is just the
I've been-
cards and all that.
She asked me, why did I just not tell people she was on vacation? I'm like, the hospital's not vacation.
Yeah.
What's
That's not-
crazy?
People
is
care about you.
She's
Right.
been working all the way through.
Oh,
it.
100%.
Like I've been seeing her. Like she's in the ICU,
Not
sending.
quite, but close.
Right there.
She ain't gonna make it. He get take it all the way.
Yeah, we gotta amp it up
Damn
a
it.
little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get some more tests in that.
No,
door.
I'm already in trouble. I don't need more trouble.
I'm beating everybody's ass by points except for Jake.
That is not true. I have more points
No,
than
you don't. You have 681. I have. Oh fuck! I was looking at yours. You're right.
I know all of our listeners love.
Bitch.
Hey,
all of
bud,
us
I'm
talking
in
about a
second
fantasy-
place in points,
Yeah.
so I don't even want to hear it.
No, well,
But you're in third place
fuck
in
this. I
life.
quit.
Hey, I have more points than you too, so
No,
you're going to lose a couple games, and I'm going to be in
went
front of you.
on points. I would be in like 6th place.
Yeah,
It's
and as soon as I
matchup
win
to
these next
matchup.
2 games and you lose, I'll be in higher place than you.
All I'm saying is, I've got a couple aces
Warts?
sitting in the old.
A couple herps.
Once upon a time, I got
Herp.
ivermectin. Got that all cleared up.
You got that ivermectin.
Hey, dude. By the way, how did that? I know you were experimenting with that a little bit. Did that ever?
Is this the worm thing?
I mean, I never shit
Kinda.
out. I never shit out a big worm, but like I
Did it make the tum tum a little upset?
No. Here's the thing, man. I had a real precarious poop. We'll say that. It was very. I wouldn't have gone digging around in it. You know what I mean? It was a little sketchy.
What I want to know, what did your grandma have to say when you called her back when you went home that night? You remember you called her on speaker
Oh, yeah.
And asked her about the old worm deal. That got
live
us.
on the podcast?
Mm-hmm. I bet they never talked about it again.
She probably forgot.
Yeah, I forgot. She's aggressive, and he's him. So,
Okay.
that was another Tuesday.
My grandma would have wrung my neck.
Right. Okay, so I know we've got a few fun things to talk about here. One thing that I did want to make a huge point to highlight, and Matthew's going to explain this a little bit better because I don't know how, but if you like or even love these State Question 837 vintage style badass sweaters and shirts,
Multiple colors available.
please
Click the link in the description.
yeah, we're gonna have a link below. But no, dead ass. Every time you purchase a shirt or a sweater, like a pretty big chunk of that goes to State
know how much?
Question.
Whoop!
I don't. No. That's what. Yeah. Hold on, Matthew.
It's real easy to
explains.
remember. For every shirt or sweater purchased, $8.37
That's
goes to State Question 837
Ah!
or Orca.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to. I've been informed.
we're overcomplicating it.
Well, no. We have to word it a little bit different.
Okay.
There's some legality stuff with that. So we are donating that money to Orca
Correct.
to support Orca's everything Orca does, including their help with 837.
So hold on, we can't say we're
You
directly
can't-
supporting
no,
837. Why?
You can't because they're. Listen, man. Just like I tell these people watching that I'm not a scientist, I'm not a fucking attorney, okay? But Jed explained to me very detailed why you can't say this money is going to 837. So that's why
So let me
There's a
rephrase
reason.
this. Nice and simple.
we're giving it to Orca.
For every shirt that we sell
Boom.
over the next few weeks,
Yes.
And sweater.
$8.37 will be donated directly to Orca.
Boom.
Orca will then use that
To do all the
to
shit they do.
support all the amazing initiatives that they have involvement in,
Including State Question 837. Yeah.
and including bringing awareness to State Question 837.
Boom.
And if you wanted to get a Sharpie and draw all the other things they have on, you could also add that because you'll
Yeah.
own that piece of
There you
clothing.
go.
So
And what's awesome is this is available in almost any color,
Yeah.
besides this like pinkish, reddish peach color, because I didn't want to change the color of the logo.
That's fair.
dude, it's
That's fair.
Yeah.
So
I cut out all the red shirts and the pink shirts.
That's good.
We're gonna
I'm
have
sorry.
it OKCTL's social media, mine and Brandon, Matthew. We're gonna share it around, dude. Like Jed has said this multiple times. To make these things happen, they need funded. They're doing a lot of different things. There's a ton of people that are helping. You can literally help support and make this happen, and also have a badass piece of clothing.
You want to know something I learned? pretty cool at the PCA meeting last night. Jed was talking to me. And right before the PCA meeting, I learned something. At the PCA meeting, I also learned some shit, but wasn't anything
I just threw you way off.
Anywho, yeah, I know you did, boy. I got fired up, boy. So, a lot of times with these signature initiatives and things, so Jed at the before 837 had said that the ask or the requested funding would have been about $1 million. $600K of that would have went towards gathering signatures. That blew my mind. I was like, how the hell would getting volunteers to do signatures be $600,000? Apparently, a good funding amount for something like this, you would have people that collect signatures and you would pay them anywhere from $1 to $4 a signature. Really? Yes, and that's a way that a lot of people get signatures for these things.
Seems shady.
It's pretty common, and that's not what happened with 837. It's being literally grassrooted by volunteers. People like JKJ, 918 Prince, OKCTL are doing what they can.
Mango
to help. Mango is Mango doing it too?
I think they were one.
Yeah, they were getting
like I know like JKJ has helped out the volunteers. Like he's offered gas money and things like that to help the volunteers. There's a lady named Debbie Wood who I know there's others, guys. I know this is super shitty for me to not name them all. I don't know them. I know I've heard the name Debbie Wood. I've seen her on social media.
She is all over social media.
Yes, but out. I've also Jed's mentioned her name quite a bit, as I'm assuming she handles this area.
She did a lot of like passing out. Like I think she's driven like thousands.
So
of miles.
apparently she's out of Nowata, and I think that's why we're hearing her a lot because she's been doing a lot of the
place.
Yeah, there's Nowata in Nowata.
Nope.
Man, that joke's probably old as shit. But anyways, yeah. So I know there is a No Kings rally. Not exactly the place that I would be, but apparently No Kings rally. You know what that is, Shane?
It seems like you had your birthday at one of those last year, didn't you?
No, I don't think I did.
Anyway.
This No Kings rally is going on in Tulsa this weekend, and we have somebody that is near and dear to all of our hearts that is going to be attending that, and they are going to be taking a bunch of petitions out there. This person is pretty experienced in collecting signatures. They've done it in the past. And
I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
In No Kingin'?
In No Kingin' too, probably. But this person has apparently helped with the last rec bill, and they collected about 3,600 signatures through the life of the signature progress themselves. So
yeah, no,
this particular person is going
out
out to the No Kings. Apparently, there's like 2 or 3 he's going to go to.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm just going to say it because surely, probably not, but just in case there's some people that were going to be attending the No Kings rally, I'll tell you a little bit of info about that. That is going to be... It is going to be October 18th, No Kings Tulsa, Dreamkeepers Park, 12 p.m., and Dreamkeepers Park is at 1875 South Boulder Park Drive in Tulsa. And at 9 a.m. on 71st and Memorial.
Very
They're
cool.
going to be apparently lining the streets there.
Like
and
parade or
saying, I don't know, whatever No Kings people say, Orange Man bad or something. But, yeah, they're going to be doing
They
that.
say kings are bad.
Orange Man bad.
Yeah, No Kings.
Why you gotta make everything political?
Yeah, bro. Jesus.
That is literally what a fucking No King rally is.
God, no.
It is.
Hey, speaking
Just
of,
jacking with you.
have you guys seen the victory lap old boy's been taking the last 24 hours? It's been pretty great.
Oh, Trump?
Dog, gay.
Oh, about the Israel thing?
Dude, I watched far too much of this because it was so great.
It's
but
entertaining.
he's just like...
Didn't Biden try to take credit for this? Did I hear that
Probably,
right?
you know.
Did he? I
I
haven't
heard he
seen
came
that.
out today and said he did
We
all the
always get
negotiation
political.
before he left.
That
office.
is hilarious.
It could be totally wrong. I have no clue. Don't listen to me,
bro. It's and we always touch on like a little bit of politics, but this is not a political deal.
You got me going. We're gonna be talking about it,
bro.
That's
It's
a bad
probably
move.
my favorite
my
fucking
favorite
thing in the news right now is Trump's because it's such a he can't help himself dude.
at all.
He's
Is
he's
it?
even like he's saying shit that he probably shouldn't be saying, which is awesome. He's throwing stuff out there that nobody even asked. He's like and I know like Netanyahu, I don't want him to go to jail. Everybody wants him to go to jail.
Did you see him stand up at the thing?
Let's just pardon him.
And nobody. I'm like, he's not even on the block yet. He's probably gonna be, but I'm like, dude.
What can someone fill me in? What did Netanyahu do?
Oh,
I have no
we
clue.
probably shouldn't hit that on this. Basically, crimes, the worst shit you could do,
war crime shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
mass.
He was the prime
murder.
minister, right?
He is the boss in Israel. He is the Donald Trump.
Is or was?
Is.
Okay.
For a long, long time.
So who the fuck was Trump asking for a pardon for him from?
Well, the world, because he's there. At some point, he'll be in
sure?
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be in a Geneva Convention type
He asked
scenario
somebody
for
specifically,
genocide.
but I don't know.
He asked somebody that. Thank you.
So there is basically the people that helped Donald Trump become the
shooting from
president.
the hip here?
No, I'm not.
Okay, all
you know
right,
me.
all right, I'm just making sure.
There's a married couple billionaires that are dual citizens from Israel in the United States. They basically funded his campaign and got him to where he was going to be. They hold a significant amount of power kind of behind the scenes, but there will be like a war crime trial. There always is after a big situation happens, and right now the biggest division we have in the United States is this Israel-Palestine conflict, and with Netanyahu, the biggest reason people are screaming is because they are saying that he sanctioned a ton of genocide, and by us giving weapons that we've been a part of that. That's not a for here conversation, but Donald Trump
way too much politics for me.
Yeah, well, he says stuff that gets people fired up when in a situation right now this should be all mostly positive because they actually came to a deal, both sides agreed to it, and he just the way he gloats. If you don't like him, oh dude, it will
rough.
get under your flesh.
Trump urges Israel's president to pardon it. I knew you were full of shit. He did ask somebody specifically. He stood up, or he was talking at that.
Netanyahu holds more power than the president.
Well,
straight up.
Somehow or another, apparently the president could pardon Netanyahu. So there's that.
All right.
Because that is who he asked.
Did you all
because
see
it was
that?
at an Israeli what's the word? Not parliament, but
press conference or
no,
something.
they're whatever committee. It's Netanyahu is.
I bet there's people screaming right now, like you dumbasses.
No, because we don't. We're not. That's not what we do.
And I'm just sitting here like, let's move on, guys.
No, this is just.
Well, he can't. He's been
Isaac Herzog
elected. He's been around for a long, long time. He's kind of been going on for way too long. And I guess he was on his way out before all this official war happened, and that kind of extended his time. But what's crazy is if you've ever heard a press conference with him, he sounds super American. He is he sounds like he's from Boston. He does not have a foreign accent at all.
Interesting.
But you really ought to do a deep dive in him. It gets pretty. The water gets pretty thick.
So Netanyahu is the prime minister of Israel.
Yeah.
Herzog is the president of Israel. And Trump asked, during his little talk, Herzog to pardon Netanyahu. And then the crowd cheered. And then that was it. Pretty much it, yeah.
Did last thing I have political, did you guys see where I think Trump was doing a press conference? I think it was with the whoever's in charge of Canada. I don't know what their official title is.
Yeah, there's a couple up there too.
And he called him president.
Yeah.
And then the guy was like, "Oh, thank you for calling me president." And he said, Well, it's better than calling you governor.
Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
Trudeau.
Trudeau, thank you.
But
Yeah,
he was making the joke about governor because he's not the 51st state yet.
That's hilarious.
It was really funny.
that was,
and he did it like off
and that's
camera. He was
hilarious.
kind of like, it's better than calling you governor in front of the world. It was,
Dude,
it's a funny
saying,
clip.
There's zero chance in the world that ever happens, but what if?
Here's the deal, man.
What if Canada became a state?
I don't care what your political views are. If you can't admit Trump is one of the best trollers
Oh, bro.
that has ever walked this planet,
I think that's why he got elected, dog.
100%.
so
He is the chief troller of peace.
Well, he
currently.
shouted out. I forget the guy's name,
Yeah.
but he basically found a like a middleman to work out the agreement. But he found it's a dude is a business person, billionaire. That's a master of negotiating. Like he brought in this business guy who was like a non-government person who literally came in and made the deal with Israel and Gaza.
That's the
Which-
kind of
hold-
thing.
So I just talked to Breezy because I needed to shut your ass down
I
for a
got you.
second.
You're
But
still wrong, but it's
Benjamin Netanyahu, the prime minister, holds far more power than the president of Israel. Like their system doesn't work.
I believe it.
Like
I believe
ours
that.
do.
Well, that's
does.
how in Ireland.
Well, and I think it has something to do with like a wartime type thing. Like like let's say Trump was supposed to leave office, or they elected a president and he was on his way out. Like the last few months, they're like after an election, if a war broke out,
There would
then
likely
they
be-
couldn't transition that. Like he would, however long that war went, would extend his presidency. I think it might
Gotcha.
be something like that with
I got you.
Netanyahu.
I'm following. I'm
but
tracking.
I
I knew that somehow or another that guy had the ability to, even if he wasn't as powerful, for whatever reason, he did have the ability to pardon him.
Well, and I think it's one of those things like kind of like impeachment, like because Trump's been impeached,
Sure.
technically, right,
not thrown out of
but
office, yeah.
right. And when you hear like,
Impeachment's just like the word for the trial or whatever. Like
I
if you
think
will.
so.
Yeah,
I'm not,
it is.
it's
I know
'cause,
that for sure.
'cause
It's like
we never had
it's
a
a proceed.
president, or we didn't we?
Nixon got impeached.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, but he
I don't
actually
think we've ever
got-
had another. I may be wrong, but I don't think we've ever had another president that was impeached and not thrown out.
because Bill Clinton
I don't think he ever got impeached.
did he not?
I think he did. No, him and Trump both technically got impeached. They
But
just
not
didn't get thrown out.
tossed out. Yeah.
I think
yeah.
Trump got technically impeached twice.
I'm pretty sure you're right. I'm pretty sure
I don't
you're
even
right.
know how
Couple
that
questions.
happens.
How many times did Donald Trump get impeached? Part one. Part two, is there any other presidents that got impeached and not thrown out? And then how many other presidents got impeached and actually thrown out?
My AI gets so mad at me when I do that.
So many
I
questions.
asked him, I was like, hey dude, what can I like, how can I be better to like make you more efficient? He's like, stop asking me multiple fucking things at a time.
Really?
I was like, really? Like,
Did it actually say fucking?
he does.
He
Yeah,
does cuss.
The more I use him, the closer he gets to talking like me.
Donald
So,
Trump got impeached twice. The other president.
sorry guys, I
I
don't
heard
want audio
itself
this.
talking.
Trump was impeached twice, but he was acquitted both times, so he stayed in office. Besides him, Andrew Johnson and Bill Clinton were also impeached, and
Yep.
neither of them were removed.
Okay.
No U.S. president has ever been thrown out of office.
Ah,
There
okay.
you go.
I thought Nixon was.
Well, the Watergate.
Wait, so you're saying Nixon wasn't impeached and thrown out of office?
Didn't he resign?
Exactly.
You're right.
Yes.
Actually resigned
Boom.
before he was
Okay.
impeached.
How about that?
Ultimate political power move. Ask almost any Oklahoma in politics.
that's well, and that's a history lesson
man.
on the controlled
Thank you,
burner.
sir. Goodbye.
I am, yeah.
Welcome, my friend. Anytime you need another
I could see you shifting your unique set of skills over to politics at some point. Is that something that you see in the old future of Matthew Phillips?
You know, at one time, Oprah Winfrey asked Donald Trump if he would ever run for
And he
president.
said no, right?
He
'Cause he
said
was way
unless-
younger. I remember watching that.
I'm not going to quote it for word for word, but he essentially said, only if we get so bad that I have no other choice.
Fair.
And I kind of feel the same way about Oklahoma. If things keep going, they're out there going, you might find me at the Capitol.
Well, I mean, I think that takes a very unique set of skills, and it's something as an outsider, it's not something you can just transition into.
No.
Like you definitely
Politics are dirty.
It's a
They're
different
hard.
language.
It's a different language. There's so much politics in politics.
Right.
I mean, it is just. I mean, we get on here and you guys say some dumb shit, and then people keep watching and they laugh and we all have a good time. You get into politics and you say one thing that's legitimately true, and you're made out to be the biggest enemy in the world because one person disagrees. It's just a weird world. I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever end up in politics. I definitely am more politically involved than I would care to be right now.
No, you've actually, and I know we hit this on the last time you were here, but I mean, you have made a significant impact in Oklahoma's cannabis. It wasn't, it was
we don't talk
definitely
about it a lot. But
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But without you playing a role in that, I don't think it would have went down the way that it went down.
Had a really good team of people working on it. I mean, I'll just throw it out there because people may speculate. We're talking about the pesticide change. OMA tried to increase the list of pesticides to over 50 different
66.
pesticides, which is honestly not a terrible idea.
Sure.
Patient safety does come first.
But there was a very specific reason we were against it.
And I was very transparent with OMA. I went in, made public comment. It's live streamed and available. I talked to them individually and so on and said, hey, guys, I will happily support this. But we need to enforce the current rules first. I mean, we have laboratories who aren't even using the right equipment to test. We have laboratories who just flat out aren't testing. We have laboratories who just don't know how to test the 13 pesticides we have right now. And if you tell the world or tell Oklahoma that they're safer because we test for all of these pesticides, and the reality is they're not testing for anything. It's a false sense of security.
100%. But what it does is put guys
that
like
actually
us
follow the rules
and other labs that actually follow the rules
at a
it
severe
puts us
disadvantage.
at an even further disadvantage than we are already at because of that.
Well,
So-
all of our customers can relate to exactly
100%.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody, because you, which we'll get into it here in a little bit, but with this House committee with OBN today, they highlighted that quite a few times. I mean, the you can make law after law after law, but if those laws aren't being enforced, and if you're a bad actor, it doesn't matter what law you make.
Hey
So
Zozo,
ultimately,
cue the hot box report.
Well, hold on. Let me
Go ahead. Sorry.
cut off.
Well,
Way to tell me you don't care what I'm saying.
I didn't know you were talking. Sorry.
It's all right. I'll just be quick. No.
finish.
No, so
Keep
at the end of the day, I went to OMA. I asked them to hold off on this. Let's give them some time to get the QA lab up and going. Give them time to catch up with enforcement, and give us some time to actually do some studies and figure out what pesticides need to be tested and so on. They weren't much interested in that. So I went to the Capitol, and the Capitol agreed very quickly that this was not the right timing. So they told OMA that those rules were not approved to go forward, and OMA had to pull them out of the proposed rules, and I suspect they'll come back. Maybe. We'll see. Ultimately, I still support safer testing for patients. My hope was just to clean up enforcement a little bit first. I'm not sure that they've accomplished that. They've tried. I mean, 19,000 packages, $0 fine, but they're trying.
Well, it felt like laboratories for like
Not very hard, but they're trying.
the last half of
Okay,
summer.
too far. I'm sorry.
Leave it in. They were really like going, and I wouldn't say going after, but they were looking into laboratories the last half of the summer, and a lot of there was people that closed down during that. There was people that had to temporarily shut down that are back at it for whatever reason. It seems like they're really not in that focus.
It's
anymore.
a weird. I think they're still focusing on them way more than people realize. I think there's a lot going on. We'll see. It's really hard to get a read on what's going on in Oklahoma right now. I know I saw Director Barry post the other day that our beloved Chief Science Officer Lee Rhodes is retiring. He's really a great man. I have a lot of respect for Lee. He is.
He'll never watch this. You're good. No, I'm just kidding.
I do.
I
I
know.
think he's a great guy, and he's done a good job at OMA. He started with nothing and built up an entire enforcement division, an investigation division. He's working on the quality control laboratory. Like he's done a lot, and it's really easy to hype on the things he hasn't done, but
For sure.
this agency is still in its infancy.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a baby, little bitty baby. And yeah, we're getting to 5-6 years in, and it's time for some maturity, and they're maturing, and I'm proud of them. I'm proud to, at the end of the day, I'm proud to be in this industry, or I want to be here. Would I like it to be better? Yes, but that's why I say let's be better together. It's not all their fault. We all have to participate.
No, for sure. And it's not like, there's not a lot of people within our industry that make it easy.
No.
There's a lot of riffraff.
Hey, for every one person making a fuss on Facebook, there's 10 good people behind the scenes actually
Facts.
working really hard.
Yeah,
That's how it's always been.
For every one person posting on Facebook, bashing other brands or doing whatever they're doing, there's 10 others that are actually trying.
Yeah.
Do you have any, and I know this is a loaded question, but what's your latest insight onto the actual OMMA QA laboratory?
You know what? They kind of went silent on it. I don't really know. I know the last time I saw they had some equipment they were getting going, maybe an HPLC. They posted a little bit of video. I believe I'd heard a rumor that all the equipment was in and they were working towards ISO accreditation. They're getting ISO accredited themselves, which is really cool. That's a good step in accountability for them. Plus, they kind of get to experience what it takes to do that.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I'm a little concerned being an appropriated agency that they'll be able to maintain that. I think a lot of government ran laboratories struggle with retaining enough funds to maintain their accreditations. They get in trouble a lot. But I'm optimistic. OMA they shouldn't have a lack of funding, you would think, but they still have to get appropriated. So,
well, when you go
with all that being said, I don't think they're open and operational yet, but they've got to be close. They've got to be real close.
I think that's super optimistic. But, I mean,
they're good people.
And I don't think anybody inherently is bad. And
it's a lot harder to do what they're trying. I've been there. I know what it takes to open a laboratory and get it going. And even when you have all the money in the world, all the funding, brand new equipment, buying methods, it's still hard work. And in OMA's situation, they had all the money. They got a brand new facility or built out a facility. They got brand new equipment. They bought methods. They bought instruments. They bought more instruments than they even needed. Ultimately, that's awesome, but it's still a lot of work.
Who's going to, who's going to be involved in whatever the methodology or SOPs per different cannabis item?
So is
that going to be from the lab standardization or
no?
Like what?
I mean they I can't speak too much into that because I don't have any firsthand knowledge. I believe, and I probably should do an open records request on this. I believe they bought methods from their equipment manufacturers, so the equipment came with cannabis methods.
I 100% think they would use stuff from standardization, though.
Well, I mean, standardization just set boundaries. It wasn't really the method.
Like the method.
Yeah, but you don't.
So,
no, right. But what I'm saying is,
did they have access to all of our methods? Sure. Yeah, but they have all that. They technically have access to every single method in the entire state if laboratories.
And by the way,
comply with
guys,
requests.
I'm sure maybe you don't know this, but maybe you do. The science that gets done here has been around for 150 years or 100 years anyway.
Yeah.
It's not new science.
I mean,
the
I'm not going
products
to
are
downplay our
no. What I'm
our
saying is there's
intellectual property. But
sure, but what I'm saying is like these instruments, these things are used in pharmaceutical testing, medical testing. It's the same type of science that's been around for 100 plus years.
Gas chromatography is not new.
Yes.
High pressure liquid chromatography is not new.
All been around for a long time. Now, there are specific things in
1,000 milligram nerd ropes are new.
That's pretty new.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's taken us
Infused
years with our experienced, lab staff. We have, and that's part of our sales weapons and tools.
Yep.
Is we have built a methodology for every cannabis product that's on the market.
I personally can't wait until OMA, and I should give them credit. Maybe they'll do exceptionally well and they won't have this issue. But I can't wait until they go secret shopping and their little undercover guy buys like a 2,000 milligram chocolate bar. And then they get 800 milligrams.
Yeah.
In their potency test, and they're like, "What's going on?
Beating
This lab was cheating."
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
That's
no,
the
they're
worry.
not. The first thing's going to be the lab's
I'm
cheating.
nervous about it. Is what I am.
Well, they'll come to us and we'll explain how we did it. We'll show them our data. They'll see that we did it right, and then they'll go back to their lab and try to figure it out. And they'll get there.
You would hope
We'll
they
get there.
would start with that. Like let me
Yeah,
ask.
it takes
and
time,
you might
though.
not want to answer this. It's just something that's beaming in my brain. If they, which I don't think they would, but they should. But if they came to you tomorrow and said, "Mr. Phillips, can you sit down with us and can you give us every methodology you have so we can start like
There was a day where I would 100% say yes to that. That day was in the past.
It's fair. Yeah, fair. I get it. No. Yeah, well,
Over a year ago.
I get it.
Over 8 months ago. But yeah, at the end of the day, if they sincerely came to me and asked, would I give them my methodologies? No, I don't think I would at this point. Not for their own use. Obviously, they have the the regulatory oversight that they can ask for them without. I have to give them to them. But if they came to me for help, which they won't, but if they did, my encouragement to them would be to formulate a committee of 2 or 3 of us, and I would highly recommend 2 or 3 really good labs in the state.
Yeah.
And I would happily sit down as a group and help them through any of those
OMA
challenges.
knows who those good labs are.
100%.
They
they know.
The worry
That's what bothers me.
is we battle this all the time is for the and a lot of these guys aren't around anymore, but there were a lot of laboratories that were just doing shit completely fucking wrong. And so you would
100%.
hope the state QA lab that's going to do secret shoppers are at a bare minimum are going to test the same way us good labs test.
I think, and the reason I wouldn't necessarily give them methodology isn't because I have anything to hide or anything.
Yeah.
It is what it is, intellectual property.
For sure.
But at the end of the day, it's helping them understand what way to think. If they can think about it differently, then they will get to the same ultimate end result. And we can give them pointers, extraction ratios, and different solvents to try and things like that. But at the end of the day, they have to do the work.
If they're good work, yeah. I get that.
They're not a nonprofit.
And they
They're a government agency, but they're not a nonprofit.
They could have hired us to be that at a certain point.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
that's definitely not a on a fly answer type thing. But
Yeah. I mean, if they came to me tomorrow and said legitimately, hey, we decided not to do this, would you be the state lab? Which they can't legally do, but if they did it.
You say they can't legally do. They probably couldn't legally, not have a QA lab. But,
we're not
they
going
did
there.
that. I was about to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to think about it real hard.
I get it.
At this point, I mean, it wouldn't even be about the profit or the money or anything like that. It would be, we so desperately need a quality assurance laboratory for the state's own purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so hard to regulate blind. They have an impossible job.
Sure.
To hold all of us accountable without their own laboratory.
Right.
It's impossible. I mean, that's
There was a rumor going around for a while that we were going to be the QA laboratory.
that
I
has
heard it so
never
much.
even remotely been a thing.
I know.
Ever.
But
No, it was Metis, right?
Well, Metis was but that was
Yeah,
what they were
Demeter,
hired
Metis,
for.
yeah.
They were brought in to be the QA lab. They were never supposed to run regular samples for
They weren't allowed
profit.
to until they got-
weren't allowed to.
Yeah.
Then
They
they
got fired.
did. Then they lost the contract for
got
whatever
fired.
reason.
Are they still operating?
Yes, they weren't good enough to be the fucking QA lab, but now they're good enough to compete against us for.
Bro, I slam dunked
Jesus
on their
Christ,
lab
boy.
director
Hey.
on accident one
Someone
time.
pass me a joint.
To be careful here. Everybody makes mistakes.
Straight up. Daily.
I hate this.
Not about the mistake that you make. It's about how you handle yourself afterwards. Now, if you make 19,000 mistakes, you're out.
I feel like I'm getting scolded.
But you're not. You are operational today, calling my clients, begging them to come back.
Yeah.
No, it's dude, it's crazy.
I've heard rumors, man. I heard there's talk of a pretty major lawsuit against that
dude.
I've heard it.
that company, and
very reputable sources say that. too.
I've even seen some drafts, and I don't know.
Well,
it'll be
there's
really
a-
interesting.
I don't think it's
Real
a class
interesting.
action.
I don't know that I'm going to get involved, but
Well, it can become class action at
Well,
any time,
I'm
too.
talking
Yeah.
about the OBN one right
no,
now.
Oh, I haven't
I'm
heard
talking
of
So
something else.
Wilkin Law Firm.
I know
yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, no, it's a great
You
dude.
know that guy.
Yeah, Charles.
You worked for that guy.
Dude, he's a
Oh, I
legitimately
didn't realize
good
who
dude.
that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Now
he's the one that
dots
just
are connected.
Yeah,
I
he
see
used to
it.
own a company that Shane used to work for.
Yep, totally. I'm tracking.
he just got Durbin
Yeah,
off of
yeah,
that.
I'm tracking.
Assault or
Yep.
whichever. It was.
Oh, that was Wilkin?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
that. I
Well,
knew that.
And they
And I
just,
think he's helping him with his bar fight, if I'm
think
not
so, too,
mistaken.
yeah.
He might be, but I'm
I
trying
think
to
he's
find
got a few
it.
people that have been helping him with
You know,
that.
I'm definitely
weird deal.
Durbin, neither here nor there, but some of his recent videos crack me up.
Dude,
like
he's a
him doing
savage.
these little audit things. Like
He's a savage.
their audits are just the most like obnoxiously funny things ever.
Man, yeah. I
don't ever want to be part of one, but they're hilarious.
So here's the thing. I have found myself, let me just say, I am not a fuck the police
No.
kind of guy. I'm not.
No,
I've got a lot
I
of-
honestly don't
I-
even know why. Like, what's funny? The fact that the police or whoever it is getting made fun of, or the fact that the person's making a fool of themselves, making fun of them.
For almost 2 years now, I have watched audit videos.
Yeah.
And it's a dirty little secret I haven't told anybody. It's so funny because there are some that I watch where I'm like, you're a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
You, like, I understand the point. The point is that we have rights. Now, and everybody's fight doesn't have to be important to everybody, but in a worldview sense, what they're doing is important. However petty and stupid it may be.
But
It
that's
is
what's
important
funny
to
is
a
the
way.
pettiness of it.
Well,
100%.
everybody
And I'm not
knows
endorsing that individual.
I have a few
at all.
guys that I love to watch,
Yeah.
and none of them are from Oklahoma at all.
Yeah.
A few of them actually came to
I've only
Oklahoma.
watched one from Oklahoma. One
There's
video.
this one guy called Amagansett Press,
Yeah.
and he's my favorite. I used to like the Long Beach guy, and then I learned a little bit of his history, and now I don't watch him anymore. But he was the popular one. He was really popular. Long Beach audit.
we definitely chased a rabbit with
well,
this.
it's what we do. It's kind of our thing.
That class action that
But I
you
enjoyed
brought
it.
up
No,
is,
so I
is
found
honestly
it.
pretty interesting.
Well, and what's hilarious is as soon as I pull the website up, I see 4 of our former customers.
Yep.
I mean, like literally dead on the list.
Oh,
but
shit, now I need
if
to see
you
this.
go to obnlawsuit.com,
Ah, okay.
in the way that they word this, which they're looking for people to join. If anything OBN has ever done has affected you or your business, you can join this class action lawsuit. And I think it's maybe worded differently than a class action. Like I think it's called mass action.
Yeah, I don't fully
understand.
understand, but there is a difference for sure.
Basically, they're trying to hold OBNDD accountable for unlawful acts, and those unlawful acts have cost a lot of people a lot of money. Which this kind of brings me. You wanna slap that hotbox report now?
We bring you the OKCTL Hot Box Report. Oh my God, that's the control. Hot Box Report.
Hold on a second. Zoe, you mean to tell me that I say roll it and nothing happens? Shane says roll the hot box and it fucking plays in my ear.
First off, it's my report. Secondly,
I tell you.
Matthew was mid-sentence when you told her to run it. He was trying to get a word out, and you were like, run it!
If Jesus is here in person and I say hot box, that report better run, okay? Well, I guess you can run it if Jesus said it too. All right, that's fair. Carry on. I'm sorry.
No, so the House committee today met with OBN and some of the representatives. Donnie Baker was not there. But it was
Donnie
actually
Anderson.
Donnie Anderson.
Yeah.
I don't know. Donnie
Baker. There
Donnie
was a guy
Baker's-
with the name Baker.
Donnie Baker. I just triggered so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donnie Baker. He's the guy that's setting up the distribution network that's going to take care of it.
No, that's
Hold on.
Was that not Donnie Baker?
No, that's oh my god.
Rabbit.
Yeah,
right,
but
right.
no, but hold on. That's the name. What the fuck is that name? It's Rhodes.
Donnie
I'm not getting involved in this one.
Rhodes. No,
Donnie is the name.
it's Rhodes. It's
Y'all gonna get old whatchamacallit, Chad Bibbler after us. Come on.
Dude, my Facebook's been so gentle since he's
Since
blocked
he
me.
retired or whatever.
I keep forgetting he's a thing.
He's
but
not
no.
anymore. He left Oklahoma.
Oh, did he?
Oh really?
Yeah, he shut down and he packed up a truck and was like, I'm
His
going.
wife just got second place at the last Harvest Fest
Rabbit.
What?
non-t-shirt contest.
How did she get second place?
Because Barbie Beach got first.
She is a
Person.
accountant.
Interesting.
But no.
Oh.
So, Hot Box Report, OBN, the House
go to
Committee,
church.
how this all kind of connects with what we were, just looking at, that OBN mass action lawsuit. It was actually super insightful, and I highly recommend like you two and really anybody within the industry to watch it. It's really long, but one of the things that they are struggling with, and there's a lot actually, because there was not an infrastructure in place when most of these rules were put into place. We have all seen the COO fire marshal issue going on. They did name a direct culprit to why this has been such an issue. And a lot of it came down to the rural Oklahoma towns and counties were telling people they didn't have to have it. Per their local rules, it wasn't something
I think
they had to
was
have.
it Fettgetter, Representative Fettgetter that mentioned that?
Uh-huh.
He's a pretty cool dude.
Dude,
He had some pretty good.
super respectful.
yeah.
But he asked
Very
the right-
knowledgeable.
Dude, I was impressed. Because when you look at this, and this is something that
She was my representative.
I mean, aren't y'all buds?
Yeah,
Or no?
he's a great guy. I'm not.
I don't think I've met him.
I've
but,
talked to him a couple times, but
They've never gone skiing or anything,
no.
One thing that I know Brandon's heard me shout this out. I've said it to people who listen. A big problem that we have. I know OBN's goal has been trying to get all this black market out of here and trying to get the organized crime out of here. There's been a lot of Chinese mafia, Mexican cartel, money laundering, all the shit. But what happens is they'll go shut down a grow, and we see it every day. They'll go shut down, they'll seize whatever. I took a screenshot of one earlier. It was 18,000 plants.
Talking to Jed about this today.
Dude, it was massive, right? But they go in there, they'll arrest a couple people. They'll send, maybe whoever else is laying around to immigration, or maybe they don't. But they leave for those
And
officers.
don't drive back by in 2 weeks.
Dude, it's case closed. They move on to the next, and that's what happens when you're a detective. When you're in any kind of law enforcement, you close a case, you move on to the next one. Well, one thing that we've seen, because we are everywhere, we're literally behind the scenes on a lot of these places.
You're going next door to pick up samples.
Dude, these places will be fully operational.
And sometimes doing more than before.
Well, they made it easier. Now they don't have to
Effectively,
pretend to be legal. They're not pretending to do.
Which this interim study wasn't about that.
It was not.
about the ones
No.
that are
It's
closing
about
up
the ones
shop
that,
overnight and disappearing, and their
Right.
land is rubbished and
we have seen because I've taken pictures of weird places where the grow is just super gross.
Like the bathroom pig?
Yeah,
bathroom pig.
The bathroom one's hilarious.
was that the mother room or something like that? It was.
For anybody that, if you haven't heard us talk about this, Shane went to a grow to pick up samples one time.
Maybe Zoe can throw up
asked
the picture
to
on
go
the screen.
and use their pisser, and went in there. They
Or maybe
pointed
not.
him to it. And maybe not. I don't know.
It's fine. I mean, they are actually closed down.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
Throw up the-
Allegedly, yeah. And
Kinda.
Shane's in there taking a piss, and in the bathroom, less than 3 feet away from the toilet, is plants growing. They
Bro,
had
he could smell a leaf.
plants in the in where the toilet is.
Yeah, and straight up in the bathroom. Well,
No wasted space there.
in the amount of times that I've gone like to sign paperwork.
I like how he's hiding his phone to make
Yeah,
sure
well,
the camera can't see it.
Well, there's definitely some naked pictures. You know, I'm trying to not get got.
Shane don't want to get his butthole picture on.
So I just want to throw out while we're waiting. If you haven't had a chance to watch this interim study, you can go to the House of Representatives website. I think you can probably even find it on OK Senate, OK House, whatever the website is. Go watch it. There really was some good information.
I'm gonna go watch it.
You know, I think Director Anderson's gotten thrown under the bus a lot recently for some comments he made and so on. And here's the deal: was the comment he made taken out of context and clipped and thrown everywhere? Yes.
I keep hearing that.
Was it
not?
even out of context? Who really knows? If you're not him, do you really know? And if he really did anything wrong in that whole thing, it's that he didn't come out and make a public comment afterwards and just say, "Hey guys, this is what I really meant."
Here's the thing, man. I'm not trying to like play devil's advocate here or anything, but I mean, either he did or he didn't say he was trying to shut down legal operators too. I mean,
I'm not going to pretend like I watched it because I honestly haven't watched it. But my understanding from people I trust and respect, if you watch the full video, yes, he did say, but that was not the intent of what he was saying.
God, it was taken out of context.
You had exactly,
Gotcha,
and that maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
I didn't.
I'm now hearing that. I'm going to go back and watch it.
And I need to. I
just want to.
I think they truly do want to take away the illegal operators, and I think they truly recognize that the damage the illegal operators have done to the legal operators. In return, it's reduced the number of legal operators.
Oh, dude. Well, because you overregulate to try to solve that problem. The people who are breaking the rules, they're gonna break the rules no matter what rules you put into place, and so you make it so hard on the people that are actually doing it right.
And Fedgetter made a point of that today on the overregulation side, and this wasn't his point necessarily, but it's what I gained from it was who had to get a $50,000 bond.
Right.
All these grows had to go and get $50,000 bonds. You know how many of those have been called? Like how many times the government has said, we're calling that bond and taking that $50,000? Zero.
Which is wild.
So why have a bond?
Right.
If no one has the authority to call it, no one has the authority to use those funds. What's the point in having it?
Well, I bet so, because one thing in this hearing is a lot of these places, and they didn't really they didn't narrow it down to one thing, but like you said, there's a lot of ones that have been either closed down by OBN or they just decided to up and leave in the middle of the night, like a couple of our lab competitors. But either way, when they leave these places, and what's crazy is I sent our production some pictures that they shared in this hearing of these grows. One thing they wanted to make it clear is he was like, dude, these pictures, and we'll share them here on the show. You'll see pictures of trash, pesticides, sewage. These were live operational facilities. These weren't even the abandoned ones. These were just how these people lived. Well, and we see it all the time because we do have a pretty large customer base. You take so a lot of these people from China, they come from the Fujian province. The Fujian, they have their own version of Mandarin. It's like southern China essentially, but the majority of that population, they don't have plumbing. It's essentially third world. Yeah. So what they consider to be normal,
they're living in a mansion and they have running water.
To us, it's disgusting, and it is. Like I've walked into places where there's 20 crabs. Just sitting that are just there, and then I went back a week later.
Crabs,
like the blue crab that you'll get. Middle of the summer, just chilling, and then right next to those, because I don't know if they're just purging them for dinner. I don't know what's going on, but they might be using it for fertilizer. Who knows? But right next to that, you'll see pesticide and fertilizer mixed. Whatever, like in the
they're
sink.
weighing out and doing.
There's just not there's not a code of conduct that they're following.
I went to this got to chase this little rabbit.
Yeah.
One of the first pickups I ever did. It was a late night. I was going to pick up 100 samples, 100 primaries, 200 total samples. I was ecstatic. I was
Outdoor
like, let's
grow, right?
go. Outdoor, yeah. I pull up. It's about 8:30 at night. I was going late to get them there, get them back to the lab so they could run them the next day.
Right.
This was before metric days and all that. Like it was
back in the true Wild West.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I pull in. These guys in the middle of the road on the way to their office building in the middle of this grow, they had dug a hole with their front loader and were roasting a hog in the middle of the road. And I drive around them and get up to the office and I'm like, yo guys, what are you doing out there? They're like, oh, we were out this morning, saw a hog in the field. One of the guys shot it with his bow and arrow, so we're cooking dinner.
Dude.
I was like, okay. He said, we're pulling it off. You want some? I said, I got to get back.
I'm good.
I got to get back.
Well, so that I used to work in trucking, right? So I would go out to like a lot of the rural areas that we go to now, out in like the like kind of in between Muskogee and Shakota.
Yeah.
I had a customer out there, and I kind of same deal. I pull up trying to like come like deliver parts or take something to them.
That's your new contact photo. It had to happen.
That's hilarious.
Sorry. Carry on.
But no, they literally had found a hog, and I'm not country by any means, right? So they had buried it down into the ground. Yeah. And they'd like put apples and shit all in it, and apparently
this is exactly
they build like a fire, I guess, underground. And then they cover it.
Well, they get it super hot with rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
So it retains heat, and then they cover it.
They like
the
smoke it.
Yep.
It's like called ground smoking or something. Like that.
It's
Dude,
a pretty common thing.
I've
like,
never
well, not here.
It smelled fantastic. I'll say that. But what blew my mind was why do it in the middle of the gravel road?
Right.
When 5 foot to the side is dirt.
Because you want the rocks.
You want a little bit of that
hold
seasoning.
They didn't cover this one. Like it wasn't like that. It was like an open flame. Like
they
just
like
dug a hole in the middle of the road.
That's crazy.
Probably they didn't want it by the grass so it didn't catch fire and spread. But that's why they put it in the middle of the road area.
Well, I think
that is freaking weird though.
It's a grow, bro. There's not grass.
That's fair. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. There's cannabis 10 feet over, but I mean, this was just dirt. Like.
No, there's not a lot of foresight in the planning of how.
And this farm had 100-ish employees. I mean, they had a full-time chef that cooked them meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and he could make some dang good breakfast tacos.
This said massive grow you're talking about, they couldn't have already.
Yeah, they're gone. They're not in
were they
business anymore.
potentially shut down?
I'm not going to go into that. It wasn't live on the radio or anything, live on the news.
But in this conference, one thing they did highlight is there's I guess the Chinese mob, they're bringing in pesticides. There's like 13 of them that they have found that are 100% not allowed in the United States of America.
Yeah.
So they're bringing these in, and a big issue they're having because they're finding what do they call those big like tubs that you'll
barrels?
White.
No, like the bigger one, the white ones that are kind of translucent. You know what I'm talking. They have kind of have a cage around them.
Super
sometimes.
cases.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
I forget what you call them, but they'll have those filled with they said diesel, gasoline, sometimes fertilizers, or this whatever list of 13 pesticides, and the EPA like they don't have an SOP to how to deal with it.
No.
And then one thing they did admit that really highlighted like my bitching complaint, because my complaint has always been after they go shut one down, nothing else happens, and they literally take money from all of us who are doing things legally by operating completely unregulated. But
IBC tote.
There's not. Nobody knows whose responsibility it is, and they openly admitted that today. Like once OBN,
well, no one has the funding. No one's been appropriated any funds to actually deal with it, which is a whole nother issue.
Right, and they're not sure.
And same thing with the bond. No one's got the true authority to go pull that bond.
So they can't figure out who, like, what bureau would be responsible for it.
Exactly. Well, and then one of the I can't remember if it was TJ Marty or Fetgetter or who brought it up. There were some good questions today. But somebody brought up, and I skimmed it. I need to go back and watch it. Somebody brought up the point that, some of these are legal operation. Like good people who got caught up in a paperwork error, got caught up in a county telling them they didn't need a COO, whatever it is.
Ignorance.
Lost their livelihood, gets shut down, has no income, and then they're expected to clean up their land and fix it back to how it was.
And they can't.
How can they afford? They're struggling to buy dinner.
Right.
They're having to get part-time jobs at McDonald's to make do and put food on their kids' table.
That just goes to show, guys, why it's so important. Don't guess.
Yeah.
Don't take don't listen to the controlled burn for your compliance advice.
Don't get support. Don't get compliance advice from anybody.
No, straight up.
Do your own research.
Well, yeah, but
there are some good ones out there.
Like there's
a
some
good
good compliance
attorneys, for
people.
sure.
There's some, there's good attorneys.
Yeah.
But
there's more that'll cost you everything.
For sure. Stop guessing, dude. If you're wondering about a topic, if you're wondering what to do in a situation, and there's an option that is arguably more compliant and going to cost you a little bit more money, that's the one to do. Yeah. That's the one to pick. Be safe. Don't. If let's pretend for a second that OBN director was 100% meaning it and not taken out of context, if he's wanting to shut legal operators down or whatever, if you know that it's happening and you know that you've heard the horror stories. Now, granted, I don't believe all the horror stories about super legal operators doing everything correct and still getting shut down. I don't quite buy all that. I'm sure that there's been some stuff where minor infractions, right?
It does happen.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, like, I'm talking about, like, nothing was wrong. But, I know there's minor infractions that get blown up and all that. But what I'm saying is don't roll the dice. You're dealing with your livelihood. It's real stupid.
It's a heavily regulated industry, and it's tough out there, guys. I mean, it's
not the same industry it was 4 years ago.
No,
it's not.
Not even a year ago.
And the reality is it was the gold rush. It looked easy. Everything was going to be good. Everybody was going to get rich, and we were going to deal with that stuff later.
If you made a lot of money in it, chalk it up to a hell yeah.
Yep.
Them's was the good old days. Let them be nostalgic. Move on.
Yeah. Or stick it out and figure it out.
Well, I mean, we could.
I don't think we ever get back to that.
No,
because that's a world where there's no regulation, and that's
But
the more regulation.
This can still be a really good business.
100%.
You just have to get lean. You got to get mean. You got to figure it out. It's not so much about who can grow and the fastest and get it out to the market. It's now about being lean and knowing how to grow a good product and the lowest cost and how to
branding,
distribute it. Branding and
you gotta have a brand.
Reputation's huge. Here's the deal, guys. The biggest fear in this world that I have is a public recall. How do brands survive a recall? Like what the market damage from a recall is substantial.
It's substantial.
And I mean, it's
the bigger you are, the worse it is.
We joke and we talk like these 19,000 packages and all that. There's still a recall coming.
Maybe.
There's still a recall coming.
We hope.
I've read it.
Well, maybe.
I've read the court documents. There's a recall coming.
We don't hope. We don't know.
We don't know. But my understanding from when I read the court documents is they've got to they have to complete all the retesting before they can do the recall. So all the stuff that failed retesting is subject to recall. And
that was.
From a little bit of data I saw was
FYI.
2/3.
You touch that again. I don't hope. What I'm saying is I hope there's some type of closure on it, and it's not just like everybody wondering.
It's swept
forever.
under the
That's
rug.
what I'm trying to say.
No,
definitely don't want it swept under the rug not for their sake, but for the other sakes.
But I mean, the numbers I'm seeing was like 2/3 of that product failed, and I mean 2/3 of 19. That's a lot of packages to get recalled.
I'm sure that those people took it. 2/3 of that went to a lab that was probably actually testing it, and 1/3 probably went to the other couple that are there.
Right.
We'll see.
Maybe not.
Well,
also, it's even harder at that point because at that point it's been on the shelf. Like,
there's so many.
The longer
it's
a lot of it's
well,
going to be
and of
gone.
that 19,000 packages, there's
true.
half of it's not even available anymore.
Well, and that's why they're probably
2/3 of it wasn't even available. To be honest.
Well, I know at least 3 or 4 people that. I know 2 people that called me and said, "Hey, the grower does not have any left."
For sure.
And if I test this from my dispensary, will it unlock it for everybody?
No.
It'll unlock it for you though. And then they're like, "Well, should I transfer it back to the grower?" And I'm like,
let's just say this. Let's hope this never happens again. This was such 100%. A nightmare, and I feel so bad for every single one of those customers that were
100%.
impacted. And yeah, I get it. Some of them may or may not have chosen to go to a lab that was more likely to pass them.
They did.
But they're still paying a price for it.
No,
and
100%.
it sucks. I mean, business is hard enough without crap like that happening, and no one deserves that. That's what sucks. It just sucks.
What you get in
It's
this
easy to get caught up.
desperation.
Yeah,
100%.
it's easy to get caught up in it, like especially like coming from us guys. Like it's
our
our livelihood.
livelihood.
Yeah, it's how we feed our
Couldn't
family.
have said that together.
Yeah,
That
come on,
that was
dap me
nice.
up, Chad.
Yeah.
It's past 6. We can be friends again. Dap me up. No. It's
Yeah, my wife is real mad you kept me here till 7 o'clock.
It's yeah. Well, shit. We were out last night till damn near midnight.
I know, 2 nights in a row.
It's our livelihood, right? So we take it personal.
Yeah.
And I've had customers tell me that, right? They've looked at me and just straight up told me like, "Hey, man, I love you, bro, but I can't afford to fail anymore." It's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
And what's wild is
Can't
they
afford a
know
recall
where
either.
to go.
Yeah, of course. And what I'm saying is, and then
To this day.
I've had people like tell me, they're like, "Man, don't take it personally." I'm like,
I
how
do.
can I not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I do get it because I put myself in that position, right? And I would like to think, oh, I would do things the right way because I would know. Maybe, right? Maybe I didn't work at a fucking lab, so I don't know, right? But it's tough, and it's a hard balance, right? It's real tough. But yeah, it's hard for us not to take it personal because just as it's your livelihood, that you don't want to fail, it's our livelihood to do the proper testing, right?
Well, we've said this a ton of times, and we'll say it a lot more, I'm sure.
yeah, I'm
but it does not benefit us in any way for our clients to fail safety testing.
Dude, we don't want to fail you.
I saw some crazy shenanigan conspiracy going around like a week or so ago. It was actually last week. That
About the failures and the
about
retesting
micro failures and that labs are wanting to fail people for mold so they can get the money on the retesting fee, and that's how laboratories are making all their money is on people failing for mold.
Crazy. First of all, every lab, microbial, well, let me rephrase this. If you're a lab that's running qPCR for part of it, which every lab is, right? I think almost, if not, there's maybe one that's not. But if you're running qPCR, that's the most expensive department in that laboratory, 110%. So they are making least amount of money on that department. So they wouldn't pick that department. They would pick another department. Also, it's a 50-50 what a lab is going to charge for retesting. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, it's just, that doesn't make any sense. Especially like with us, right? So we charge, and there's reasons we have to do it. We answer to so many other people and things, and there's other things that we have to follow that grows processors don't. ISO, for instance, like there's regulations there. We have to have blanket policies on stuff like that for everything. Our blanket policy on that is for micro, we charge for reserve retesting. If you fail, you're beat.
Do you know why I made that decision?
Yeah, of course.
Because we were going out of
did
business.
it together.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it was,
I'm going to answer that.
couldn't-
We charge for the micro retest. What happens if you fail? You're out the money.
You're out
We-
the money.
we make
if you pass, we credit that back to you.
which ultimately we actually give you the credit of a full compliance, which a lot of the times
Well, it's what
shakes
you
out to where
spent,
you're
yeah.
benefiting. Like
Yeah.
you're actually
Sure,
you're
yeah,
making more profit on the
But-
other end of it.
But what's crazy is
we give you a dog in the fight.
that's what. But people have said that to me. It's like, how would I benefit from that if you're if anything, I'm incentivizing the reserves to pass for you. You know what I mean? It's like, what the.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
If
So
you
here's
have
the deal, though.
200,000 CFUs and 4 Aspergillus pops, you probably shouldn't run the
No, you
reserve
shouldn't.
retest.
You shouldn't run the gamble.
And that's why we made the policy.
Well, that's why we made the
It's not
policy.
that. No, it's not even that.
Part of it for
No,
the outdoor
that,
growers
at the
and
end of the
stuff.
day, where this really came in, if you remember, and it's so easy to forget this. It was a lottery system back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
These guys would bring us 100, 200 samples, and every single one of them would fail, and they'd be like, retest them all.
Well, yeah, because a lot of
And
the
then
outdoor
I'd go
guys
drop
would get a little bit, couple more
$5,000
dollars.
on sampling,
Yep.
rerun them, and they wouldn't pass any of them.
No.
Right.
And it got to the point where we have confidence in the data our laboratory
course.
produces. 100% confidence. When it walks out this door, we have confidence in it.
Sure.
If you don't have confidence in it, we can
Understood.
retest it for you.
Absolutely.
Maybe it's a limited source contamination outside of the laboratory and you think the reserve is clean. Maybe you think it might have gotten contaminated throughout the laboratory. I don't know. At the end of the day, what I can tell you is I have confidence that primary result is accurate.
Straight up.
So why would I retest it for free?
Right, 100%.
If I didn't
Which-
have confidence,
But even to double down on that, because we have confidence in it,
yeah,
that's why we said, hey, if it passes,
yep.
we'll eat the cost.
We'll eat
For
it,
lack of
yeah.
better words, it's a good old money back guarantee.
Yeah, honestly, that's exactly a good way to look
Yeah.
at it. Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
in mine and Brandon's,
And we're getting dangerously close to the point where that applies to all retest. Potency, terpenes, heavy metals, everything. Pesticides. Because when was the last time you saw a pesticide get overturned in a reserve retest?
The changes has
Never,
doesn't happen.
It's negligible.
Yeah, now it's true, you might see
if there is a change that we feel is going to change,
We
it
are
happens
already-
before
yeah.
you ever know about it.
There's those
Right.
times where you get like a cadmium at 201 ppm or whatever it is that gets reserve retested and it comes back at 199.
Right.
That's
That shit
not a
happens.
change.
at a 200 limit.
That's still a dirty product.
Yeah, and because
but
the
you can
fail
now
at
sell it.
200 is
Yeah.
the difference in you can sell it and you can't.
Yeah.
Now, when you have stuff like that, we understand.
Yeah.
We basically prepare for it. We
Well,
know
no,
it.
and a
That's
lot
about
of
to be
times on
retested.
those borderline failures like that, chances are we may have already retested.
100%.
Because
absolutely.
it's
Most of the time we have
Yeah.
because our quality department are.
it all depends on
fucking
trends
it all
and
just,
so
it all
on.
depends on the
There's
trends
a lot.
and stuff. There's a lot that goes into
Well,
it.
and if you've been our customer for a long time, we do have historical data.
Yeah.
So if some anomaly thing pops
Sure.
up, like it literally shoots a red flag to our quality to be like, that's different.
Our goal is in our job is not to retest until you pass. That's not what this
No,
is about.
right.
Our job is to make sure that cannabis is safe for the patient.
Correct.
Period.
But just to double down on that, it's so funny because that's also, again, why I wish that you guys out there, growers, processors, would stop being in a freaking ass hurry. So plan for it to take a week at the lab.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
In no lab testing, any other industry, in any other part of the world, are the people that are waiting for the results blowing the lab up. Think about it. If you think you have cancer and your doctor gets a test sent off, right? Are you fucking calling the lab saying, hey, I need to know?
No, I'm calling the doctor.
No. Well, fair.
Oh,
but
wait, that's the sales
that's
guy in
me.
this
I was about to
situation.
say, you just fucking said me. No. But what I'm saying is you're not blowing them up because you want them to make sure that whatever they're about to tell you is as factual as it can be.
yeah.
That's the same concept here. Stop blowing your lab up for the results. Guys, if your lab is turning shit around consistently in 2 and 3 days, you should be concerned.
Yeah, and it's
That's
so tough, man. I mean, we talk like
in 3 to 5 days.
Yeah.
We say 3 to 5 days. Now, outside of high sample count and things
Yeah.
like that, in the normal time frame, if you've been with us for a while, you've seen, oh wow, sometimes I get them in 3 or 4 days.
But let's-
Sometimes I'm getting them
yeah.
on day 5. That's likely because we said, let's retest that and
something's
verify
happened.
something, right?
Maybe the potency wasn't in trim.
100%.
Whatever the case may be. Here's the deal: we're working hard. We don't rest. It's not.
Shit, no.
We don't take a day off. We don't take it easy. Every day we're working. At the end of the day,
I need a raise.
it's important to us to build relationships with our clients. We want to help them when they need something quick. We're going to do what we can to help them. I don't even think we have rush fees on anything right now. I mean, that's
No, we've always
we've
offered. We
talked
have a
about it, but-
pesticide that you can
Yeah.
rush if you want, but
It doesn't
all
make a
my
lot of
people know
sense.
they can just be like, "Hey, bro, can you
Yeah.
help me out with this?" I'm like, let me see what I can do. You know what I mean?
yeah. But at the end of the day, I mean, our goal is to be the first line of defense for patients. That's one of our core values as a company, and that's not something we talk a lot about, but that's our goal. So we're here to get accurate testing, and we're not going to sacrifice that for anything at the
Never.
end of the day.
We're not going to drop our pants and show
No.
you our buttholes. But what we are going to do is tell you about the events coming up in the cannabis industry. So, Holiday is hosting the Halloween Crawl Saturday, October 18th in Oklahoma City
Halloween.
from 4 to 8 p.m.
Do you have to wear a costume?
No, but
You should.
No, but you suck if you don't.
What would you
There's
dress
that.
up as?
A badass motherfucker. No. The
That'd
Cowboy
be
Cup.
tough.
The Cowboy Cup coming up December 12th through the 13th in Tulsa.
You're going to be there, right?
No. Yes, Terps and Tats, November 1st and 2nd.
At the Post Oak
That's
Lodge.
also Post Oak Lodge. Hey, who's fucking? You got the Hot Box Report, okay? I got the events. All right.
You need an event song.
Tell you
It's the event song.
I've heard a lot of good things about these Terps and Tats.
I've heard it's gonna be
Well,
cool. But here's the thing: Burning Terps is putting it on.
You
Same people that put on.
getting a tat? Like you can actually get a tattoo there?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I don't have one. Maybe I should.
Dude, hey, if you get a tattoo,
Maybe-
I'll get a tattoo with you. We can
maybe
get
it's
matching
time to-
tattoos.
No, stop.
Bro,
Pop
let's
that
get
tattoo virginity.
State question 837 tattoos.
Negative.
Here's what's not gonna happen.
Come on, bro.
Here's what's not gonna happen.
Hey.
Matthew's not gonna get a tattoo. Matthew is not gonna smoke weed.
He's putting it on the
not gonna
podcast.
do
Whoa,
psychedelics.
careful there, bud.
He's not gonna do drugs. He's not gonna do nothing fun with you. He's been telling me forever
Hand
that
me
we
your
were
vape.
going
Hey,
to.
how many-
We were going to toot some coke. We were going to do some mushrooms. We were going to go get some prostitute. Matthew talks
Hold on,
about going to
hold
get
on.
prostitutes all the time.
That is-
He's
have-
never once taken me for prostitutes.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Back that up right now.
won't
Don't
do
back
it.
that up.
My
but-
mom works here, bro.
Won't do it. I said what
Hold
I said.
on. I have a challenge issue. So on the state question 837 shirts and sweaters, what would you consider to be a number of shirts sold, like an attainable goal?
837.
My
Dog.
goal. No. My goal was to raise minimum $837. So that is how many shirts? 100.
Okay. Hey,
That's a weak dick number.
Hey,
by November, what
it
date is
fits.
Terps and Tats?
837. This is so realistic.
What date is Terps and Tats?
Oh, Terps and Tats is on November 1st and 2nd.
I always tell
Hey.
you, I'm done setting these unrealistic goals
Bro.
because you can't hit them.
Hold on. How about if we sell 100 shirts between now and November 1st, you have to get a tattoo
Whoa,
at Terps
bro.
and Tats.
Oh,
if
dude,
we hit
yes.
that $837 amount that we get to donate to State Question 837, not only will myself and Brandon get a tattoo, which is fun.
I don't know if I can do that, man.
Matthew,
I don't know if I
You
can.
were right here on the
You-
controlled burn.
Bro,
there
make
is
that
nowhere
You have
else
to walk back
make
that
that
statement.
commitment.
We're not done
Matthew
with that.
did not say he was going to do cocaine or psychedelics, but he did.
Or
say
hire
hookers.
prostitutes.
Yeah,
No,
no
he said that.
Hey, real quick,
I'm
you guys,
kidding,
real quick.
obviously.
So our
Our literal?
D, shout out D at VIP Processing.
Yeah.
She listens to every single one of our episodes.
She's the
right?
homie.
She hit me
Heck
up.
yeah.
She listened to the episode where I said that this is the best cereal on the planet.
Yeah.
This is the s'mores. I want you guys to try
Is
it
that
real quick.
off-brand cereal?
Is
It's-
one of
it's
your
the
kids
multimilk.
going to disagree with this clip?
No.
No,
I
probably
hope
not.
not.
Because I just saw during this podcast they
Give me that
disagreed with one of your previous clips.
I got a text.
Pepper.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't
Just
seen
Shane
what
said
that
Dr.
is
Pepper
yet.
is
Yeah.
shitty soda.
It's the worst. It was the same episode.
Braden is a
Okay,
Dr. Pepper
try
fan.
this, you guys, and I will be right back. I've got something.
You're going to make Matthew try. You know how he's trust issues.
You have to try this too.
This was open. I'm
I'll
not
eat it
sure.
out of your hand.
I opened it
Matthew's
on the way here
low-key
'cause I ate
freaking
some.
out.
I mean, didn't you say you wanted him to wipe your butt or something like
I
that?
won't.
Or no, that was Shane wanted you to wipe his butt.
Probably handy. but-
I'd prefer that. But try it. Make sure you chew in the mic and give
Hold
us
on, I
like
didn't
a
get
slight review.
I didn't get a
Yeah, you got to get the
schmallow.
marshmallows.
I didn't get a schmallow. I'm going in. I wash my hands once a week whether I need it or not. Damn it. I heard a Cocoa Puff. There it is.
Where do you buy this?
How's this chewing effect?
Walmart, Dollar General.
It's fantastic.
I got it at Family Dollar on the road today out in Watonga.
Let me tell y'all what this is real quick. This is Golden Grams, Cocoa Puffs, and the marshmallows from Lucky Charms.
Way to show your age, bro. What the
It's-
heck is a golden gram?
You know what a golden
Delicious.
gram
They're
is.
one
Come
of the
on.
most delicious
That's not a
cereals out
golden
there.
gram.
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is. That's a golden gram.
That's a Golden Gram. That right there. Well, I mean, it looks
Unle-
like a Cinnamon
unless-
Toast Crunch. but
unless
it's
we
a
got-
golden-
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
No, but it tastes like a golden gram.
It's in his.
Let me see it
defense,
again.
It tastes like a Golden Gram with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Maybe I don't.
Yep.
Maybe I don't like it as much now.
Oh, dude.
I thought it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I literally
Well,
buy
they're the same
two
thing,
bags. There's another
but
bag in the
they're not.
car because I buy two bags. I have one for myself
Damn,
to
those are
hide,
good, bro.
and one for the children.
Well,
Okay.
this one just got kidnapped.
So
Those are bomb.
I know we're running late.
Yeah.
But
2 hours almost. No, it's not.
you
I
have
can't do math.
a anonymous, and it does have to stay anonymous, unfortunately for the show. But
Zoe, I don't want your gift.
you have an anonymous one of our beloved customers purchased this for you and actually shipped it to the laboratory about a week ago.
So D?
No.
Okay,
well, you can't guess, and I can't. Even if you guessed right, I couldn't say. Okay. But
and I've known about it the entire time.
They were, you know,
surprises.
you were very butthurt, you know, when I got my.
Oh, when you got your gift and I didn't.
Yeah. And they noticed. They watched that.
They did,
and they did feel bad. And I
appreciate
that. So, from not me to you, and you know, to the world out there, from not us to him, this is for you.
And you have to open it. Right?
I did pick
for
out
sure
the purple.
That this didn't come from Zoe or you guys, because I'm going to kick it across the room.
It did not come from anyone in this building complex.
Came from a
nobody affiliated with Oklahoma Compliance Testing Lab or
in
media.
any way, shape, or form.
The only thing I did was buy the bag and the paper. But
I don't know if I want to be here when he opens this.
Right.
Bro, this ain't what I think it is it?
Oh my God! It's the best present
I
ever.
almost don't know if I want to pull it out on camera.
No balls.
I think you're going to be let down.
I bet you we're going to have somebody. Oh, I'm not going to be let down. It is exactly what I thought it was.
I bet it fits.
What?
Hold on.
Maybe I don't know what
This isn't the
is.
kind that inserts, is it?
I didn't.
Well, that's why I
expect
said
it.
you were going to be disappointed.
Oh, dude! Show the Bernie X what you got, bro.
It's a furry tale.
Zoe will be inserting a picture of you wearing this.
Dog.
Hey, to any of you competing labs that may be watching, I got one too now.
Can you
put that on your live stream, bro? Yes, you actually can. I only messed with it for about a second. It took me to take it out of the package and put it in that.
Get you some of that.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Get you some of that.
Why do two of my employees now have tells?
Well, you bought one of them.
That is true.
Man, the waist
Cole,
is
I'm
kind of
thinking of you,
small,
bud.
huh?
No, it's stretchy. I already
Oh,
thought
is
about
it?
that.
Okay, I was like, bro, that's
waist.
tough.
No, it's.
Dude.
Yeah, I looked at it. I was like, ain't no way that's fitting around my size 46 fucking weight. Oh, wait. I'm a 44 now.
Look at that boy,
I'm
good.
skinny. I say I'm a lot coming from a 52, dog.
Doggy.
We got to go.
We got to go.
I know.
This has been really fun. Thank you,
Can't wait to
Matthew,
put my tail
for
on.
signing our paychecks every month.
Yeah.
And for being an awesome guest on the podcast yet again. We appreciate all the insight.
It's been good.
It's fun.
Sorry I was a little spicy tonight.
Matthew,
Yeah,
feel
we
this
take it.
tail, bro.
I'm
just-
good, bud.
Just feel it.
That's definitely not going to happen.
One time for the camera.
I also never want to
This-
see that in my building
This
again.
will tell us if we could really do an OF. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Touch it.
It's not going to happen, bro.
Hopefully he already sent payroll off.
All right.
Nope.
all right,
Everybody's
guys.
but yours.
I can't wait.
Hey,
I'm wearing that.
Do you have anything else tonight?
No, baby.
Anybody?
I'm on my way
been a
home.
good time,
and
man.
when I get there, I'm going to be wearing nothing but that tail and a smile.
Dad boy,
You know what I'm
good.
saying, cuz? All right. I don't have anything. You got
I'm
anything?
good. I'm good. Yeah. It's been fun.
But you?
It's been good. It's been real good, guys.
been
We should do
great.
this more often.
I don't know about that.
Next time, let's plan a little better.
We don't plan, bro. We don't plan. We just do.
We had no topics when we sat down.
And that's
Yet
true.
we just
We had
talked for
topics.
over an hour and a half.
Which is a pretty impressive skill.
We put
Can
those
you
on-
imagine if we would
put
have had
those on
topics
the
planned?
we put those on the list while sitting here.
I know.
When we
dude.
sat down, we had nothing.
No,
And
don't say it.
We didn't even talk about that.
Bro,
We're gonna talk about it
made me
another time.
laugh so much.
You don't want to go to wide?
Huh?
Nothing.
You specifically.
We'll hit it next time.
gotta
But
hit it
yeah,
with-
dude, all right. I'm Shane Davis,
And I'm got a tail. That's what I got.
and we are
We out.
the Control Bird.
Yo, that's us too.
Peace.